The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Is behind him in the formation. And the handoff is going to go to Henschel. Henschel's got a gap and a seam. Henschel pile driving his way forward. Henschel to the end zone. Arms up for the Fond du Lac touchdown.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multiple-year first-place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
Cash it in, tie this thing up. Motion goes to Momentum. He'll line up at the backfield now. Williamson, play fake, looking, one-on-one coverage. Johnson, touchdown! Fond du Lac, a 27-yard strike. And there,
our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Sam's Well Drilling, Katie's Log Cabin,
Generations Lanes and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service, Pinot Construction,
Verheg's Furniture Mart, Glamour Shop, Schaefer Auto,
Airtech, Coal, Oil and Propane, WIT Services,
Pioneer Keg, Lidke Lumber, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating and Cooling, Integrity Saw and Tool.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Hey, welcome back here for game number 3, match number 3, between Mayville, the hosts here tonight, and Horicon on Jeff's live streams and RP Video Sports. And just got a little echo there, Jeff. If we could turn that down, that would be great. And we'll get you the starters for both of these teams as we head into match number 3 of the night. If you're just joining us, we've had 2 sweeps tonight. Mayville swept Waupun, and then Waupun turned around and swept Horicon in match number 2. So did see that in match 1. Mayville 25-18, 25-22. And I'll tell you what, Mayville started both of those matches and both sets of that match, really slowly and turned things around, got things situated, got into a rhythm. And for Horicon, they didn't quite get into the same rhythm against Waupun. So it'd be interesting to see if Horicon can kind of get some things turned around here in match number 2 and kind of continue to dust off that rust, right? Because, Jeff, I've been saying it all night, regardless of if this thing being outside, which is, an animal of its own, if this were played in the gym, we'd be saying these teams are probably going to be rusty because it's night number 1.
Absolutely.
How are you going to, as you mentioned, a lot of new faces, a lot of new pieces. How do things work together for Horicon? Maybe here in the second match of the night for them, maybe they start to figure some of these things out and the passes are a little more crisp and things kind of continue to get better because obviously Mayville played extremely well earlier tonight against Waupun, and they're probably going to need to bring an A game here tonight.
Well, Horicon, obviously, with that inexperienced team that they have, puts them a little bit behind, especially coming out here and playing underneath the lights now, right? And you're not used to playing again on a sport court like this. You heard the ladies in the last game from Waupun talk about having to be out on this court was something amazing. Yeah. They've played outdoors before. You play in the grass, you play in the sand, a couple of those types of things, but never on a sport court outside. The temperatures dropped.
Yeah. So
what is that going to do as far as how that's going to have an impact on the ball? How is that going to impact any moisture that might appear on the court?
Yeah, I was just looking at Lillian Mansueto there testing that, and she slipped a little bit. So
how often are they going to go to the corners and wipe off those shoes? So a whole bunch of new things that are coming up here. But you know what? Jordan, thank you for being on this side of history with us and being a part of this, the third game here. But this is truly the only one that's really under the lights.
Yeah, and this has been so much fun. Like I said in the pregame show to this whole event, when Coach Cap sent out the media release I had no idea this was coming. You know, I know there were rumblings around here and people well connected, you know, obviously knew that this was something I had no idea they were trying to do this. As soon as I got that email, I thought, man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And this is going to be something that other people try to replicate moving forward, because it's such a cool opportunity for these communities. They've done it big. They've done it big. Every entrance, any road you come in, there's a sign saying, tonight is the night. Get your butt down to Ray Dunn Field and check out this cool opportunity. A lot of hours. You can tell a lot of sponsors that they were able to find, a lot of people supporting this in the right way. And I'll tell you what, 10 out of 10 so far tonight, and looking forward to match number 3 and closing this thing out the right way with, these guys, you could throw a stone from Horicon to Mayville High School. So, you know, a little bit of maybe a non-conference rivalry, maybe a little bit between the Marsh ladies and the Cardinals. Reminder of the starters, as long as we're talking about these two teams. Mayville, if they roll the same starters as match number 1, number 2, Megan Wendorf, a sophomore. She's one of 2 sophomores in the starting lineup, along with number 12, Amelia Bader. 2 freshmen in the starting lineup. Neva Middlestat, the setter, she was excellent in match number 1, as was Brielle Ehlers, number 6, the freshman middle. She had 9 kills, which is the top we've seen through the first 2 matches here tonight. And then the 3 juniors as well, Lillian Mansueto, Leah Voskel, and Marissa Vanderschaaf. They are all the starters for Mayville. And then we talked about
we expect that they're going to go through that whole starting lineup thing again, don't you think?
I would think so. Probably announce them again. And then for Horicon, number 1, Emily Bunkuski. Number 2, Haley Ferrari. Number 3, Aslan Heller. 4 is Grace Thornton. 5 is Leah Hall. 10 is Sarah Hodgson, and Eliana Rivera is the setter, number 13. There you go. Those are the starters, and as you mentioned, we'll see them run out in just a few minutes. We're 2 minutes till the start of this thing. I'm looking forward to match number 3, Jeff.
Yeah. Let's step aside. Let's hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll come back as we get ready here for the starting lineups once again between these 2 teams. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Jordan King here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Pioneer Keg. Great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere. Hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service, serving central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today, 920-346-TIRE.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Back here at Ray Dunn, beautiful Ray Dunn Field. And it's ready.
Wait a minute, that's a football field.
It's ready for football. It's ready for football.
Which we're going to be on air Friday as well here covering these 2 teams. The Cardinals taking on, but it'll be Houston, right?
Yeah. Mayville got a big win in week 1, 33-22 against Cedar Grove, Belgium, who is always a perennial power. And, and obviously Houston came up short against Lamira in match number, or in week number 1. And so Flyway went 4-4. Good week 1, I thought, in Flyway football. I mean, you obviously had a couple of teams drop games, but they played tough schedules, and Mayville had a tough game. WLA went down and played Racine St. Cat's. It just they played some tough contests. So, but anyways, we're here for volleyball tonight. We're ready for match number 3. Jeff, you were producing the first 2, but obviously still got to see both of these teams. Your takeaway for Mayville starting off the season?
Mayville, I think, started a little bit slow, but then they started to get into a groove, and they were just able to play pretty consistent, is what I would say, as far as their volleyball. I think they obviously still have room to grow, but I was very impressed with what those 2 teams, what Mayville had put out there as far as their product. 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores in the starting lineup. That's pretty impressive. And then you take a look at Horicon, and they graduated a ton of seniors last year, and I don't know how much playing time a lot of these players got. And obviously they looked a little bit rusty. I'm not sure if they were ready for the occasion either, but let's go through those starting lineups there, Jordan.
Once again, for Horicon, number 1, Emily Bunkuski, sophomore outside hitter. Haley Ferrari wears number 2. She is a senior middle. Aslan Heller is the libero, senior, number 3. Grace Thornton wears number 4. She's a sophomore middle. Leah Hall is a defensive specialist, just a freshman, wears number 5. Number 13 is Eliana Rivera. She is a sophomore setter. And Sarah Hodgson, number 10, a right side junior. And as I mentioned in match number 1, she's returning the most statistically for Horicon.
I was just watching there before we get these starting lineups from Mayville. The girls from Horicon are testing their footing, and they're slipping a little bit.
Yeah, they're wiping off the floor. So this is always, you're never going to be able to keep the playing surface perfectly pristine in an event like this. You just hope that no one, slips and has something serious happen. Oh,
look at 2 and then number 6.
Look at the arm on Brielle Ehlers. Holy smokes, she almost threw that out of Ray Dunn Stadium, Jeff. Number 2 is Megan Wendorf. She's a defensive specialist, a sophomore. Brielle Ehlers is one of the 2 freshmen that start. Middle blocker wears number 6. Neva Middlestat is the setter, number 8, and she's a freshman as well. The other sophomore is number 12, Amelia Bader, a sophomore right side, and then the 3 juniors that are kind of the leaders for this team. They have a lot of experience, and it's Lillian Mansueto, number 9, the outside hitter. The middle blocker, Leah Vosco, wears number 10, and the libero, number 14, Marissa Vanderschaff. Those are the 3 juniors. And like I said, the juniors on Mayville, you almost look at them like seniors because, a couple of these players played as freshmen. The rest all played as sophomores on varsity. So this is a team that you see junior, whereas in some programs, maybe juniors are seeing their first varsity action. These are seasoned vets for Coach Capps and his crew.
Right, and he talked about that and how excited he was about what he's got going on here in Mayville.
Yeah, there is no doubt that this is a team you got to watch out for in the Flyway Conference. Laconia is always going to be good. You know that. Campbellsport looks to return a lot of sophomores as well.
Yeah, you're very high on that Campbellsport team.
I think Campbellsport's going to be really good this year, and they're under some new leadership as well, new coach. So it'll be interesting to see. You never know until you finally get some matches underneath your belt, but it'll be interesting to kind of get home, and when the dust settles and the scores start come rolling in, I'll be interested to see kind of how things shook out for some of the Flyway Conference teams, because a lot of them are in action tonight. So be very interesting. It's going to be Eliana Rivera, number 13, the sophomore setter, to get us going here in match number 3 of the Battle of the Marsh. And if Mayville wins, we'll call them the champ. Oh yeah, see that's very slippery for Hodgson. Hope she's
don't want to blow a groin immediately. Her foot slips out from underneath her as she tries to set.
You just feel like you can't put your feet outside your body, almost like you're playing on ice a little bit.
Well, again, we talked about it. It was about 78 degrees today. That court has been out there, and now the temperature has dropped. I'm guessing. I don't have my phone with me, but I would say it's probably like around 62-ish.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was what it was supposed to be, right around low 60s, right? So I don't know, but early returns. Just hope everyone stays healthy out there. And there's an ace for Lillian Mansueto.
Number 5 is that? Comes sliding in there like she's on ice skates.
Yeah, it's you just hope everyone stays all right here in this late match. And again, there's nothing you can do about this.
No.
Here's a push across. Mansueto deals with it, coming to the near side, and a swing is too deep from Wenninger. And it's just, you feel like you can't get any acceleration. You can't stop. You just want to try to wipe your feet off as much as you possibly can. And
does that make a difference if the moisture is all over the court? That's my question.
I don't know. That's maybe works for a few steps, but otherwise I think you're still going to have some problems. Here's Wenninger again. That's outside the pin, and it's tied up here at 2. Here early on in this third match of the night.
Better start for the Marsh ladies.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt. Than either of their
Ooh.
sets. And yeah, there you go again. It's just you can't turn and cut right now on the
surface.
On the surface. And I don't know if there's going to be a conversation at some point at whether it's like.
Yep, I think here's the officials coming in and saying it's not worth it.
Like, this was fun. It was a great night of volleyball, but
are we putting our athletes in jeopardy, right?
Yeah,
and it is up to that official.
Yeah.
He's got to make that call and say, you guys can't do this.
Yeah. Everyone run inside quick. No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like maybe this is. We'll see, but it maybe looks like this is the end. We'll see. Horicon looks like they're coming off the court, and we'll see what Coach Capps. He's running up here, so
they're going to go play this inside. We're not going to make it. We won't get there.
Well, Coach Capps is going to come up and make a PA announcement here. So
but Cameron was right down there. I was looking at him,
okay.
and he said he was listening, and they said that they made the decision they're going to go play inside.
All right.
And unfortunately, we cannot go set up fast enough to do that.
There you go.
So that's going to end our broadcast here tonight. And the crowd is disappointed. So am I. I wanted to see this Mayville team play one more time.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it's the right call.
Oh, definitely.
And I understand both teams want to get this game in. You want to be able to give your team as much as experience as possible, and so it was an awesome night regardless. And we knew this was going to be a possibility. We kind of alluded to it early on that this would potentially be something that could happen, that the nighttime game could become, could have this. And so it's the right call.
Absolutely. You got to take care of the student athletes first. So I give credit to the head official. I don't know who that was, but for having the courage to step up and say that we have to call this. So again,
and I mean, you watched it there. You can't play volleyball when people are slipping around out there. So
I think what we'll do is, Makai, we'll kick it over to you. We'll run a couple of ads, and then we'll come back and we'll do a final wrap-up.
Sounds good to me.
Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of SAM's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
For 50 years and counting, Burhags Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford.
and we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.burhagsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Burhags Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. The post-game show, unfortunately, because of the unforeseen circumstances, the wet court out there, but player safety is always going to come first. So we're going to wrap it up here, but first I want to kick it back to Jeff and Justin on the other side of this thing. And Jeff and Jordan, excuse me, they will wrap up the night and kind of conclude us with a kumbaya here. So go ahead, guys.
Yeah, Jeff, look, 10 out of 10. I said it before the match. This was awesome. It was a great idea. And tip of the cap to everyone that, obviously around here that made this happen. It was, obviously, this was awesome to be a part of and kind of help document night number one that this has ever been done in the state of Wisconsin. And, this was a terrific night, really fun. And I think this will definitely spur more school districts and people to think creatively like this. And so tip of the cap to everyone involved with that here. And as far as the volleyball goes, man, I think Mayville looks like a dangerous team. And, we saw Waupun there turn a corner after that first match and really after maybe the first set. And I think they're going to be really dangerous in the East Central this year as well. And despite what anyone might say about it being a quote-unquote rebuilding year, I think they got a lot of talent there too. So, I think, and Horicon, they'll find their footing. They usually do. So, really good volleyball tonight. Really cool experience. And, this was a blast to be a part of.
Huge shout out to Coach Alan Capps for what he was able to put together, basically in about a year. I mean, he had talked about this a little bit last fall, said that he was thinking about doing this when we came over here and broadcast a couple of games, and then touched base with us during the basketball season, and then said it's going to go. And thanks to him and the entire Mayville community, what a great place to have history made here on a very an amazing football field, an amazing complex that they have here, and great support for their programs from the community. And as you mentioned, the court is so awesome. It looks great. We knew that there was going to be a great possibility that when the sun went down, that there was going to be a problem because it's Wisconsin. And unfortunately, the sports court couldn't handle the temperature change and the moisture that's out there on the court. And, Jordan?
I think other than maybe Arizona, where it's dry as a bone all the time, I think you would have had this problem no matter what. And so it's, kudos to them for giving it a shot, because if it would have come off playing under the lights, this would have been really, really cool. It was really, really cool anyways.
Right. They still, girls got the experience to play some outdoor hard court volleyball, thanks to the Mayville Cardinals. And thanks to Scott Hilber for all of his support and helping us get set up here and helping us make sure that we were able to get through this broadcast. I got to give a shout out to the guys. The A-team was here today. So thank you to Justin Schwartzmiller, to the Dr. Cameron Hatcher, to Makai Ackerman, Jordan King, once again, fantastic job. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream and in cooperation with Radio Plus. As always, we will end this broadcast here with a prayer. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you that the wisdom of the adults step forward here to make sure that all of your children, these athletes and the students out here, maintain some safety. We know that we would have loved to cover this, and we want to thank you for the opportunity that we did have to get here to do this. We pray, Lord, that you will make sure that everybody makes it home safely after today's contest as they finish this up. And again, once again, we praise you for the opportunity that you've given us to be a part of live streaming in this area. In Jesus' name we pray. Once again, thanks a lot for following us here. Thursday night, Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus will be back on the air. We are covering Oakfield is taking on Phillips football. Kickapoo decided to forfeit, so Phillips was able to step in, and that will be on Thursday night. And then Friday night, football up the wazoo once again here on Radio Plus Sports. So we'll hope you join any of our broadcasts that we have. Check out the website so you can find out where we're going to be broadcasting from. Take care, God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a court or a field near us.
Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams would like to thank our sponsors.
Hookster's Greenhouse, Sam's Well Drilling, Katie's Log Cabin,
Generations Lanes and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service, Pino Construction,
Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Glamour Shop, Schaefer Auto,
Intertech, Coal, Oil, and Propane, WIT Services,
Pioneer Keg, Lidke Lumber, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating and Cooling, Integrity Saw and Tool.